Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carole Baskin from Big Cat Rescue. And man, oh man, it's just everything is moving so fast, and some of it is really, really good. I'm so excited about how fast our federal bill is moving through Congress this year, and I am really excited about the prospect of it passing very, very soon. So that's all good news, but it's been taking a lot of my time that I haven't been able to do some of these reports. So I wanted to catch up on some of them. And also to let you know, for the people who are concerned, I had posted on Facebook that I was going out to a call about a bobcat that looked like it may have FLM, which is the neurological problem that is affecting so many of the Florida panther and bobcats across the state. And the lady who called me had gotten some video off of her security cameras. I'm so thankful people have really good security cameras. I have tons of them, and they're catching so much amazing footage of wild animals in the wild doing, well, actually, not in the wild, like in their neighborhoods, but this is on a conservation area, so the cat's kind of in the wild. Anyway, cat is really in bad shape. So I went over there last night to take a trap, and this lady does feral cats, so she's setting the trap every day. She's at home right now, so she's checking the trap every hour. Plus, she's got the security cameras that alert her to let her know when the cat is moving through the yard. So hopefully, we'll be able to capture that cat soon and get the cat the medical attention that they need. And also for those who have been worried about Summer, the baby bobcat, oh my catness, that darling kitten has been so sick. And I think I want to play this right now so you guys can see it. Jamie just posted this to the rehab team, letting them know that Summer is doing much, much better. And she has finally started eating meat again, and she's pooping like she should. So fingers crossed this is going to be the charm and she's going to recover from all of her little ailments. But you got to see this cuteness in action. She loves this ladybug toy. All of our bobcats who have gotten one of these toys love them so much. I know Jamie's been up like every 4 hours with this cat for weeks. Since she came in, she has had so many issues. She had been picked up with an excavator, and so she had an injured paw. She had some blood-borne parasites that were causing her to be anemic. She was packed full of worms, covered in fleas. Just one thing after another. This poor cat has been through it, but she's recovering beautifully, and I'll show you the other video as well. The one thing that has been amazing throughout all of this is that no matter how bad she feels, and not, whether she's not eating or not able to relieve herself, she still just plays and plays and plays. And man, what a wonderful inspiration she is to us, that no matter how we feel, we should just wring every bit of goodness out of life that we can. She's ridiculous. All right, I gotta get back to the news, back to some serious stuff here. So, a court rules in Minnesota lawsuit to protect lynx from fur trapping can continue. And so now the courts are saying, yes, this lawsuit can go forward. And people should know that these animals are killed, they're trapped in this country for the fur trade in Russia, not in the US. People in the US don't wear fur anymore. That stopped almost entirely by 2018. So all of these bobcats and Canada lynx, or all of these other fur-bearing animals that are being trapped in these god-awful traps, are being sent to Russia for their fur industry. Tiger King zoo owners will give up the remaining animals to the Department of Justice. That should have already happened by now because they had until the 20th to do that. Rare clouded leopard kitten born at the Oklahoma City Zoo. We actually post some of these when they come out in the news, but even though we are so opposed to the idea of people breeding wild cats for life in cages, and so what Paula does is she puts here things like, to conserve the species for what? Life in a cage? So the reason that she's putting it out there is not to help them promote having people come and see the new baby at the zoo, which is what zoos are all about, but rather to counteract some of that publicity that zoos get when they breed cute little baby animals to get the public to come and see them. And so we need to be speaking out whenever that happens, saying, wait a minute, you want to do conservation? Let's do something in the wild. Let's put streaming live cameras in the wild where people can see these animals doing what they do naturally rather than being bred for life in prison. The Columbus Zoo and Conservation Game documentary, it has a whole bunch of cities that are now doing some very brief like premieres of the video, or the movie. So you guys will want to check out that link on this page here. This is at bigcatrescue.org/news, and find out whether or not your city has one of these showings. And if not, there's a way in there that you can ask for that to happen. Critical Corridor, the Palm Beach, Florida Weekly, is talking about the corridor, a $400 million corridor to help the Florida wildlife, including the Florida panther, of course, and Florida bobcats. Chris Brown's daughter, Royalty, really? He named his daughter Royalty? Poor kid. Visits Doc Antle's Zoo. What do these people live under a rock that they don't know that this is such a bad thing to teach their child, that it's okay to keep these animals in cages and treat them like photo props for rich, ignorant people? What is the matter with them? World Photography Day, Yasha Snarian photographing big cats, his bond with Kabini's famous Black Panther, and more. That's going to be some eye candy, I bet. The Welfare of Wildlife, an interdisciplinary analysis of harm in the legal and illegal wildlife trades and possible ways forward. Some of these are really heavy reading, but they're important. So we put them all here, hoping that you will get past the headlines and actually come and read some of these, because they are amazing. Shipment of neonatal exotic cat cubs violates the law. And it says, thanks to tips from PETA, the feds have been cracking down on roadside zoos that have shipped exotic cat cubs around the country. Jack Hanna tied to big cat trade in the conservation game film. And there was a really good, I wonder if this was it, this article, the Dispatch article, was like one of the best articles ever about this. And there was a great interview that was on one of the, I think it was Columbus radio stations. And Mike Weber, the producer of the conservation game, was interviewed along with the person, the veterinarian, who has taken over temporarily at the Columbus Zoo after the two previous people got fired or had to resign or whatever it was for improprieties there. And it was really nice to hear her say, we know that we did some bad things here and we don't want to be a part of that anymore. We're changing everything going forward. We're never going to work with these backyard breeders and dealers again. And the only connection that they have kept is that they have two older cheetahs at the Tanganyika Wildlife Park. And they said they're going to leave those there, but they're not going to get animals from them anymore. So if that could stop the Tanganyika Park from breeding and sending their cats out to these places, then that's going to stop an awful lot of these cats from just disappearing, because you'll see in the conservation game that an awful lot of really rare and endangered animals ended up either disappearing or ending up in places they never should have ended up after being born there. Weak controls fuel surge in wildlife trafficking by air across Latin America. Watch these two big cats prowling on the Maine coast. Mapping pathways for roaming cougars. Photos show why cheetahs are at risk and how people are working to protect them. Endangered fishing cat mistaken for a tiger cub. Causes panic. Why Katniss. 25-year-old Bengali in Texas sanctuary is world's oldest tiger. No, it's not. Amanda is the world's oldest tiger. She's older than this one, apparently. Tiger Creek Animal Sanctuary temporarily closes amid federal investigations into the nonprofit facility. I gotta read that one because it's freaking about time. Vietnamese national arrested after South Africa police seize 60 kilograms of lion's teeth and claws. And I think we've already done these, although it was good enough to mention again. Kate Mara cuts a casual figure in skin-tight leggings to attend a Pilates class in Los Angeles wearing a Big Cat Act shirt. Gotta love that. I also have our coordinator reports. This one is from 20 hours ago, and it's from Afton, who says, hot day today. Rich, Kristen, Amanda, Melissa D, Sarah D, and June fed the cats. Ryan, Johnny, Melissa, June, Rich, Sarah D, and Amanda and Kristen cleaned the cats. Megan and Luke finished cage 2 in rehab while the cats were being cared for. Lunch was provided by partner Diane to celebrate 2-year anniversary with Big Cat Rescue. Thanks again, Diane. After lunch, Sickles... No, our people did not eat sickles. After lunch, this is why commas are important. After lunch, Sickles, supplements, operant, and some enrichment was handed out. Sarah D and Rich did the big cat diets, and interns knocked out the little cats. It was a good day thanks to everyone who came out. I also have one from August the 19th from Jordan Elaine, who is, I think, kind of new to doing these. Great day today. Thank you everyone who came in to take care of the cats. The morning was started with Mark doing AM supplements and Marie doing AM meds. The big cat feeders were the dynamic duo who fed both lakeside big cats and interior big cats. Small cat feeders were Nisha and Ryan feeding front and MJ feeding center. While feeding was being done, Megan and Luke cleaned off Gertie's battery and filled them with water and then cleaned the live rat cages. Big cat cleaners were Mark, Marie, Nisha, and MJ, and small cat cleaners were Megan, Ryan, and myself. While cleaners were out, Luke worked on food prep, and Hutch Serval came home from funcation. In the afternoon, not by himself. In the afternoon, the interns, minus myself, knocked out funcation, and Shiloh Bobcat went on funcation once they were done. Catherine came in to do PM meds, and interns ended the day with PM chores. That's all from me. And then this one I just have to include because it had some cool pictures of Jinx being adorable, and it's from Lauren Buckingham, August 17th, saying, thanks everyone for all your help. Fred started the day with AM meds and supplements. Brittany, Megan, Ryan, Jordan, Nisha, Beth Ann, and I took care of feeding. Catherine joined for cleaning. After cleaning, the interns started food prep and finished up after lunch. Catherine took her small cat feeding class. Beth Ann and Megan made sure all the cats got their blood sickles. Jordan finished pressure washing the ramp next to the gift shop. Ryan and Luke cleared off the roof section of Flint and Nabisco Bobcats closest to Smalls Bobcat. They also did a quick pickup of inside and grass seeded. Brittany and Nisha gave Jinx some treats and did a live for Black Cat Appreciation Day. Nisha finished up the day with PM meds and supplements. That's all from me. You can stay up to date with us on all of the social channels. We are Big Cat Rescue, and every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can join us on Clubhouse. That's a free app. You can get it for any kind of phone. Get the app, join the Big Cats room on Clubhouse, and join the conversation. What we do, if you've never been there, is it's usually me and Deb Quimby and Karen Nash and Lawana Mitchell and a lot of the people that you know from our Facebook pages, people like Paula and, CJ and Nancy, and I'm going to forget some people because there's so many people. We had like 34 people in the room. And what we typically do is we'll have a speaker who speaks about some kind of cat issue. We just had 2 of our volunteers talking about what it's like to be a volunteer and what it was like to be an intern, and then question and answer with them. And so anybody in the room can speak up. It's just audio. You can wave your hand to be, there's a hand raising button so that we call on you to ask any question that you want or to make any statement that you want. And it's a great way for us all to get together every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and talk about the big cats we love and what we can do to protect them. Stay cool, cats. Mwah!